Good morning, family. How y'all doing? First of all, my name is Jay, and I am the owner and founder of It's Our Time to Be Free. And today, I want to talk to you guys, give you a little inspiration, and just talk to you guys about intention. I know we hear it all the time. Set your intention. I know some of us uh, may not know exactly what setting your intention really means. So I'm gonna just kind of go into what it means to me, and because when you set your intention, you start to create the life that you want to live. All right, so I'm gonna talk about setting your intention, but today's video is going to be more around setting your intention to increase abundance, for abundance in your life. All right, and over the next, actually, because I am really challenging myself to really live more intentionally. So over the next 30 days, I'm going to be focusing on living an intentional life. That is going to be my focus. I do it quite a bit. Sometimes I'm off and on, but I am, over the next 30 days, I am focusing on living my life with intention. And I really challenge you to do the same, because you will realize how much your life will change and how you can start creating the life that you want to live, creating your own reality. So really, guys, my thing about living with intention, it just means, okay, let's just say you're planning a trip. Well, you can't plan a trip if you don't know where you're going. See, you have to know where you're going. Where's your life leading you? And this is all inclusive, because this is about your life, about your business. It's about everything. So when you're setting an intention, let's just say for business. If you're setting an intention, you need to have goals. So what are your goals with your business? What is your intention for your life? What goals are you setting for your life? It's my belief is that you have to have a roadmap. You have to know where you're going in order to get there. Because if you don't know where you're going, you're just going to circle around. All right? But when you're setting your intention, basically you really need to take stock of where you are right now. And that is physically, mentally, and emotionally. Where are you at in your life? All right? So once you find out where you're at, where do you want to go? Who do you want to be? So set those powerful intentions on where you want your life to be, how you want your life to look. And you have to be honest with yourself. Because being honest with yourself opens up the door. You have to sit down and really truly be honest with yourself. A lot of people want to, a lot of people, I think, spout stuff right off the surface without really going deep within themselves, and really asking themselves the really hard questions of what exactly they want for them life. Because it really takes asking yourself, what do you really want? So the whole thing about it is, if we want to live an abundant life, and I don't mean abundance as far as monetary, because a lot of people, they get a little confused, or what's the word I'm looking for? It's a misconception about what abundance is. Okay, because abundance is just a fulfilling life. living a fulfilling life, and that in all areas of your life, not just monetary, not just money. Okay. And but when we think about living an abundant life, we think about living a life full of joy, you know, a joyful life of abundance. Now, in order to live an abundant life, we really, there's an energy behind everything. And so there's an energy behind living an abundant life. And it's really called intention. Okay? So if you want to live abundantly, then you have to have a powerful intention. Okay? One of the major keys to really noticing and obtaining abundance in your life is having that powerful intention. Okay? And once you have that powerful intention, guys, let me tell you, it sets off a passion. It unleashes this passion in you that really sets the universe on fire. And when you have that powerful intention, it leads to behaviors, and that leads to habits, and that leads to your personality development. The kind of person you'll become, and then it leads to the way that you live your life. So it's very important that we set intentions for our life. Going back to the money example, I'm going to give you an example on money. But like I said, abundance is not about monetary. It's not about abundance. It's about, living a joyful life, a joyful, fulfilled life in all areas. And that means relationships, your finances, your health, your overall well-being. Excuse me, guys. I'm having my coffee. I mean, not coffee, but my ginger tea. And, of course, my hemp works. But anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, guys, when you set an intention, okay, and like I said, we're going to take money as an example, or the money mindset. Okay, if your intention is based around old beliefs, or you have an old story around abundance in your life, like there's no such like there's not enough money. Okay, money doesn't grow on trees. I think we've all heard those terms. I know I heard them growing up. I heard them quite frequently, and it created a belief in me of lack, that there wasn't enough. But that is far from the truth. There is more than enough. We watch TV. We watch the news. Read the newspapers, and we hearing all these stories of lack, that there is not enough. And when we hearing these, we are subconsciously taking these in as our truth. So we have to determine what our truth actually is. And since we're talking about abundance, we have to determine what our truth actually is around abundance. What do we truly believe? Do you believe in that there is lack? Or do you believe we live in an abundant universe? Because it makes a difference on what shows up in your life. Because if you are focused and believe and have the belief and have that old story that there's not enough money to go around, money doesn't grow on trees, if you have that old story, then that's what you are creating in your life. That's what you're creating in your reality. So we have to shift to a new mindset. Be open and willing to unlearn the things that we've learned, like money doesn't grow on trees, and shift to a more powerful mindset of abundance. Because we live in an abundant universe. Okay? So it doesn't matter which way you believe, if you believe in lack or if you believe that the universe is abundant. Regardless of what you believe, the universe has no choice but to meet you right where you're at. It has no choice but to meet you at the story that you tell yourself. So if your old story is lack, guess what? The universe is going to give you more lack. You're always not going to have enough. However, if your story now is we live in an abundant universe, guess what? And that's what you truly believe, because that's what makes the difference when you're manifesting in your life, is you have to truly believe. You have to have that strong belief, and nothing can waver that belief that we live in an abundant universe. So guess what? The universe has no choice but to meet you at that story, meet you at that belief, give you more abundance in your life. So understanding that the higher forces that's in the world that we live in is really, it is always working toward our dreams, our wishes, and all of our desires. Because again, what we focus on, we get. We create our reality. And when we use our intentions constructively, the limits are there's no limit to our possibilities, to the possibilities in life. So, guys, every intention, it sets an energy in motion. So whether you're aware of it or not, live your life with intention. Live your life with intention, and the abundance will flow into your life. So I want to ask you, what intention have you set in motion today around abundance? I believe there's an abundant world. I know we live in an abundant universe. Because let me tell you, just from personal experience, anything that I've ever needed in life, and having that mindset of abundance, I always got. I was always blessed with a way. I don't know if some of y'all feeling what I'm saying here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Anytime I ever felt like I was in need of something, anytime I ever felt like or wanted to do something really, really bad, and I had that powerful emotion behind it, and I set an intention to go out and get it, I achieved it. The universe blessed me with it. So my whole thing about this is, guys, we have to live our life with intention. Okay, if we want more from our life, if we want to create the life we live, we have to set an intention. And it has to be a powerful intention. It has to push us. It has to set passion in us in order to get it. So, like I said, over the next 30 days, I am going to be challenging myself. And this is a personal challenge for me. Just because I want more for my life. But I'm going to be challenging myself, to live more intentionally. And I really challenge you to do the same. If you want to really create the life that you want to live, I challenge you to do the same thing. Set an intention. Live intentionally every day. So, I'm going to be posting over the next 30 days for you guys and for myself. I'm going to be posting videos. Some of them may be recorded, some of them may be live, but it's going to be all around living an intentional life. What we can do, the things that we can do in order to live an intentional life. More than likely, there's also going to be some of them it may not be as long as this video, but as long as this video today. However, they may be little short clips on just living an intentional life, but there'll also be a blog post that I'll be creating, and feel free to take a look at that, read it, because it'll give you a little more information on, living an intentional life. So I really appreciate all of you. I love you all. And set your intention today. What is your intention? What do you want to be? So it's our time to be free. I'll see you guys in the next video.